Hello guys, today I want to show you how to make a workbook we can share and put all our work in. Over the last few weeks, our works got separated and messed up and put in the wrong place, so I thought, right, this was a good way of doing it. So, please save and download this book from the VLE, it's attached to the task we're in. You should open the book and it will look like this. I'm going to quickly take you through how to save it and how to put work in it. So, first, we go to the new one. Now, here, at the top there, in the header, you'll see a box. Double click here, and you can type in your name. I've typed in Donald Trump. Why? Why not? Now, down here, there's table of contents. Every time you put work in your book, right click, update table, and select all table. Now, below this, you will see the name on each page, and you will see some tips on the book. This one is on how to share and save this book, which is critical if I am going to be able to mark it and give you feedback on your work. So, how do we do this? Well, firstly, go to File, Save As. Go to OneDrive. Click on the OneDrive tab up here. I've got some things in my OneDrive, but don't worry about that. Here, you leave the Computing Book 2018 there, but follow that by your college username. Okay, so college username, mine is Trump D. Save it. Beautiful, bellissimo. Next, it's now saved on OneDrive. We now want to share it. So go to File, go to Share, Share with People, and click on Share with People. On the right hand side of your screen, there should appear a box like this. In the box for Share With, type in my email address, which is millingtonc@lordwandsworth.org. Then you just press enter, and hopefully it will tell you, yep, we've shared, and then you're done. The work is now shared with me. I can now comment it, annotate it, mark it, scribble all over it as much as I want to. There we are. How brilliant is that? Okay, so that was how to save and share your book with me. Next, now we need to put all our work into our new book. Okay, to do that, we need to do the following. Firstly, open up the selection test answers called the Python Crash Course Workbook. And from here, you go down, go to Variables, the second page of it, and then scroll down and select everything. And I do mean everything. You can see all your work there, you can see my ticks and comments on the side. Just drag down the whole lot. Beautiful, bellissimo, as they might say in Rome. So keep going down. There's a lot of it, but don't worry, that's absolutely fine. So as we go down, there's your work flashing through. You see my comments and scribbles on your work, sitting there decorating them beautifully. So eventually you will get down there. As we can see, you will get down there eventually, and slowly but surely we're there. Now you need to copy it. You right click copy, press Ctrl C, or go to edit and copy. Next, go to your brand new workbook, the one you just shared with me and saved with me. Scroll down to the very bottom. There we are, a nice new page is sitting there. Just my name on top, Donald Trump, and nothing else. Paste this work into there. And now, all the work, all the comments, all the notes on your work is sitting nicely in there. Okay? Next step, when you place something new in, right click on the table of contents and press update entire table. There we go, press OK, and suddenly, oh look, all your work is sitting right there. Now guys, please be sure to watch the last one here. There should be a loops test answer paper here. A lot of people didn't give me the loops test work, and that needs to be put in there, found and put in there today. Otherwise we are going to have some issues. Okay? But that aside, now once all the work is in there, great. We are now ready for today. So we can save it. Now, for lists work, which is in your lists task today, firstly, select all of this document. You can either drag down or press Ctrl A, which means shortcut for select all. I've dragged down here so I can show you this on the video. Nice and easy for you, I'm sure you'd agree. So, once you have dragged down over all the information here, so it's all highlighted, we're there. So then we can go copy, right click copy, and now we go to our new book, our brand new book here. If you press Control and click on the bottom page number, that takes you to that page. See how I scribbled over this person's work. So go to the very bottom of the page. Now, if you want to put a new page in document, always put a new worksheet on a new page. So just go there, go to Insert, and go to Insert Page Break. There we are. Got a nice new page. Now paste that in there. There we are. Now, if you go back to the table of contents, I apologise, right click, update entire table, and now, okay, suddenly all the new work has been added to your table of contents. Beautiful, I'd say. Suddenly all your work is sitting there and I can list it and look for it and find it relatively easily. So, that's a great way to organise your work. So, that's the first stage. Well done, save it and pat yourself on the back. We're now going to learn about lists. So, now guys, a quick note about marking for the rest of this term. I have discovered that I can annotate and comment on work using my iPad, which is brilliant. Writing is difficult, but I can put ticks and crosses, and I can highlight errors in a certain colour. So, a syntax error or spelling mistakes, I'm going to highlight in yellow. If there's a logic error, it's going to be blue, like Chelsea. They're a logic error themselves, never mind that. If it's not what I asked for, if you've done totally the opposite thing, I'll put it in red. And finally, if it makes me happy, oh yeah, that's good work, I like that, and I get a nice warm feeling, I'm going to highlight in green to say, yeah, that's nice, well done. All your work will have ticks and crosses on it to show you what's good and what's bad, and to get detailed comments on your work, they will appear on the VLE. Okay, so it's all nice and simple. So, let's get on with our work for today, shall we? This was the lists and loops exercise, which we're going to go through today. Lists are an important part of this in Python. So, let's have a look through these and see how we get on. So, this is a lists code. I want you now to pause this video and copy this code into Python and see what appears. I'm then going to show you what should appear, and we're going to go through it quickly. Okay, so pause now. Okay, so if you've done this right, this is what should appear. Mist M should appear. Why? Because we have a variable here called lists and loops. We're going to use a loop to go into this list. A list is when you put lots of different pieces of data in a variable. So we have mist M, R. M is 0, R is 1, M is 2, I is 3. And we're going to print out 0, 1, 2 with this while loop. So print name 0, 1, 2, and we get Mr. M. Oh, that's me. How nice. So that is what a list is. A list is a series of variables all under one name. This is cool because lists can be used by loops and go through them quite nicely. Okay, is this working in your book? When you've done that, pause the video now. When you've done that, go on to the next slide. Okay, loops can also be special loops for lists in Python. Again, pause this video now, put this into your computer and see what happens. There we are. Suddenly, this is a for loop, for x in name, of as name, and x will loop through every single character in name. So Mr. Millington now comes out as Mr. Millington, all going down, because it's gone through the entire loop. These are much simpler loops to do, but you do have to run the entire list using them. Okay? Okay, bizarre, but it works. Next one. Pause now, put this in your book, and then go on to the next slide. Okay, here is how we can actually change lists. Lists are just normal variables. So, Copy this whole document here into your book and then see what happens. See what's produced. You can pause now. Okay, your book, you should first print out the original list. Then we change score 0 on the first number to 12. And now, if you look at the first list, second list here, the first number is now 12. So you can treat scores and the number after it, always in square brackets by the way, as any normal variable. Okay, so pause here. Put this into brackets. Put it into your book rather, sorry. And then go on to the next one. Pause now. Okay, so here I want to see if I can link up two lists together. So here I want to see if I can display, I've got the names and their scores right here. So copy and paste this into Python and see what happens. Pause now. Right, so it says here Victoria scored 92. So that's great, that's a nice start. So let's see how we can add more data to this though. So we could add someone to this list. So I want to add Sally to this list. And Sally scored 78. How do I do this? Well, I use the append tool here. Append allows you to add data onto the end of a list, so more data can be added. So Sally's on there now, and she scored 78. Copy and paste into your book, run it, and see what happens. If you pause now. Okay, and there we are, Sally scored 78. Right, so now pause again, put this in your book, and then we'll continue. Pause now. Right, lists also have a few methods which can be used to locate data in them. Copy this code here into Python. This students is all one line by the way, as is the visitors. And then run it, see what happens. And then press play again. Pause now. Right, so here we are, 9 Mary David. So we've extended students with visitors. So these are the visitors and these are the students. Okay, so students, extend visitors, add them together. Print the length of students. So if I go print len students, this says how many students are in this list. With these two lists combined, the answer of course is 9. Don't forget computers start counting from 0. And if I print the students 4, well 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Mary. If I do -1, I start at the end and go back one place, and that one place is David. How about that? Nice and neat. Okay, copy and paste this code into your worksheet, and pause now while you do that. Right, now, you've also got a function in lists which allows you to search them. So, try this code here and see if you can find if this person is in your list. So type in, say, Jenny, and see what happens. Pause now. Right, and there we are. I've typed in David, and it said David is in my class. We tried it with the wrong name, right name, see what happens. That's a good start. Okay, so that is all the work on lists we are going to cover today, and that is all the work on lists which will be in your test in 2 lessons' time. Now, I want you please to close Python, but leave this video window open. Now, if you want to do this in pairs, with pen and paper, you can do. If you want to do this on your own, being antisocial, again, you can do. It's on video, so I'm quite relaxed about it. Now, so, save work and log off. Well, don't do X, you've got to see this video. But get a partner, a pen and a piece of paper. Good idea. So, the first slide. I want you to think about this code here. My list is 4, 5, 6, 9. For x in range 1 to 3, so this is going to be values 1, 2 and 3. Print my list x. What's going to appear in Python if you do this? Don't put this into the Python program. either PyCharm or idle, so you can work it out yourself. The answer, pause now. The answer is 5 and 6 will appear. Why 5 and 6? Don't forget, computers start counting at 0. So it's 0, that's not 1. That's 1, that's 2, and computers won't loop to 3 or stop at 3. So it's just 1 and 2, 5 and 6. How about that? Perfect. Next. Try the next one. Pause it now and see what you think will happen. Okay, so that is the answer that will appear. So we've said for each value in the list, add 3 to it and print it. So 4 plus 3 is 7, 5 plus 3 is 8, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. Oh look, those are the exact numbers which have appeared down there. How about that? Perfect, eh? Right, try the next one. So here we are, have a look at this code, see what happens, and then so you can guess what the code is. Pause now. Okay, so AF is initials, then I appended C, and team is Wimbledon. So I've taken the array, the list of initials, and I've added team to it. So now it's going to print out each one in that. So it's printed out AFC Wimbledon. Come on, you dons. Okay, guys. Last one. The very last one. Now, okay, pause here and see what you think is going to come out of this. So, pause now. Okay. Well, the answer was 47. Why? Well, list 2, this list, second list 2 there, is going to have list 1 added to it. So list 2, this one's on the end of it, so this one's on the end, and then it says print list 2 minus 3. So we go back 3 from the end of now list 1, which is on the end of list 2. So 1, 110 is 1, 74 is 2, and 47 is 3. And there we go. I hope that was enjoyable, guys. I hope that made sense to you. If you have any questions, please email me and ask. Otherwise, I will see you next lesson, where I've got a few little challenges for you to try using lists in Python. Good luck, and thank you very much.